Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Handoff to the lone back. The pirouette on the line. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's really frustrating to get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. After run, now throw. Gets open down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Makes his connection. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The inside handoff. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead.
The Nittany Lions offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They're bringing heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, TCU! When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was six.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. It'll be a draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. All kinds of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The fake, they flip it to the kicker. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Sent it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. The back goes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Running behind that left side. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run?
And he breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
That guy is so much fun to watch. He rips off another big run. I'll tell you, the identity of this offense is their ability to get it done on the ground. Had over 100 yards rushing in their last game. They're already over that mark, and we're only in the first half.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+ and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up by 18 over Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his...
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Miles. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for him.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Looking to take a shot. Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and it really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, you failed on first and second, but on third down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Movement here from the tight end. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Push down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. Tackled after picking up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback. You're going to have time to throw.
You throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the air, it's Green. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at...
Frogs take over.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Running back searching for a hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The running back carry. Second and 8 at the 37-yard line. Brings up third down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The handoff keep working on that clock. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Green. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. He finds his man. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Austin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. And my quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so